Oh my God, I have kissed almost every single one of them.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most surprising pairs of famous people who are relatives.
I found out I was related to Martha Stewart, did not hear from her at all.
Number 50, Sung-Hun Lee and Gia Kim. The Exo Kitty co-stars, whose characters Minho and Yuri are rivals for the heart of the titular heroine in the show, are actually siblings in real life.
What happens to your last name's Kim?
Yeah.
You're Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's adopted.
Sure, she's adopted.
Yeah, she's adopted.
Oh, really?
No.
Sung-Han is Gia's younger brother, and they have a very close relationship. Gia's real name is Jung-Yeon Lee, and the name you know her by is a stage name recommended by a fortune teller. If you're shocked by this connection, imagine how taken aback the rest of the cast of the hit Netflix series was when they found out. Choi Min-young, who plays Dae, told Teen Vogue that Lee casually dropped this crucial piece of information in their group chat one day, like it was no big deal.
They have like a
What are you
like
saying?
a layer.
I feel like they was.
Number 49, John Krasinski and Stanley Tucci.
And you will be interviewing him.
How many people did you go through until you settled on me? Was it Fee that forced you to make it be me that interviewed you?
Yeah.
These two incredible actors became family through marriage. John Krasinski is married to the iconic Emily Blunt, whose sister Felicity is Stanley Tucci's wife.
For Thanksgiving, do you do a blended Thanksgiving? Do they come over?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
What would we call it? A Blantucci?
Tucci reportedly met Felicity at the premiere of The Devil Wears Prada, but he was married to his first wife, Catherine Spath, at the time. Fate brought them together again in 2010, when they were both attending John and Emily's wedding. Stanley, who had lost Kate to breast cancer the year before, struck up a romance with Blunt, and they married in 2012. That makes John and Stanley brothers-in-law. In 2025, they starred in the film Fountain of Youth together.
What's the best part about working with your brother-in-law?
I didn't even get to work with him. He was in scenes that I wasn't in. I didn't even know he was in the movie until Guy Ritchie said, Stanley's going to be in tomorrow. And I went, for what? And he went, this movie. And I went, what? Yeah, so that just goes to show you they're in love, and they kept me out of it.
Number 48, Ashley Simpson and Diana Ross. In 2014, the Pieces of Me singer tied the knot with Evan Ross. Evan is Diana Ross's youngest child, and the legendary artist was the one who officiated their wedding before performing for them as a surprise.
And her words were so beautiful, and you were crying, and it was a good day.
So you do cry?
I do not. He did that day.
Ashley calls her mother-in-law Mama D and told People magazine that the Queen of Motown has her back, quote, no matter what. The younger artist turns to Diana for advice on her musical endeavors too. As for how Ross is as a grandmother, Ashley, who's a mom of 3, revealed in an interview with E! News that her style is very, quote, hands-on.
She's just a family person, and she keeps, she's, still touring, and she's just such a amazing grandmother and mother-in-law, and, she goes out there and works hard, and I'm definitely inspired and awed by her.
Number 47, Christian Bale and Gloria Steinem.
Don't you want to know what I do?
No, not really.
The man who played one of the most misogynistic characters in film history, Patrick Bateman, is the stepson of a feminist icon. Christian Bale's father, David Bale, married Gloria Steinem in 2000, the same year American Psycho came out. Interestingly, Steinem once strongly condemned Bret Easton Ellis's book of the same name for its portrayal of horrific violence against women. The film's co-writer Guinevere Turner even claimed that it was Steinem who dissuaded Leonardo DiCaprio from taking on the role of Bateman. Apparently, this may or may not have been why the job landed in Bale's hands. Unfortunately, Gloria's marriage to David was cut short when he passed away from a brain lymphoma in 2003.
I just read that you're actually not looking for a relationship now, but you're looking for loneliness. What does that mean?
It means that I am such a communal person that if I'm out of balance, it's that I don't have enough alone time.
Number 46, Tracy Morgan and Nas. Finding out your bestie is also your actual cousin must feel like a dream come true. At least that was the case for Tracy Morgan, who discovered on the show Finding Your Roots that he is related to rapper Nas.
He says, we want to know who did this show that you're related to. Mr. Morgan, will you turn the last page? And guess who's sitting there? Nas. Me and Nas is third cousins. on my mom's side.
The duo goes way back, so when the 30 Rock star told the rapper, whom he calls Esco, that they share an actual blood bond, they had tears in their eyes. The comedian even revealed that they vowed to be there for each other in times of need. How wholesome is that?
I said, if you ever need anything from me, cuz I'm there. He said, if you ever need anything from me, cuz I'm there. I said, I love you, and that was it. Now we family.
Number 45, Rachel Brosnahan and David Spade. Many might not know that the Emmy-winning actress's aunt is fashion designer Kate Spade.
One of the closest members of our family, certainly. And as I said, one of the kindest and most generous people I've ever had the privilege of knowing.
Kate was married to businessman Andy Spade, with whom she founded the iconic Kate Spade New York brand. Andy's younger brother is none other than David Spade. So, the Saturday Night Live alum is Rachel's uncle-in-law. Both were very close to Kate and were deeply saddened when she took her own life in 2018. In their tributes to the style icon, the Superman actress called her, quote, exceedingly kind and, quote, effervescent, while the Superfly co-host celebrated her sense of humor.
She was such a beautiful, lovely, great spirit that obviously will be missed. I'll start bawling, but yeah.
Number 44, Gerard Way and Joe Rogan. Now this is a family tie that will have you doing a double take. Yes, the legendary My Chemical Romance frontman and the world-famous podcaster are related. Kevin Smith, who knows both of them, asked about the connection when he was a guest on the podcast The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, we're related.
That's what he said. I was like, I'm going to do Joe Rogan. He goes, I don't have 100% confirmation on this, but I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan is my cousin.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
cousins.
my Aunt Josie was his grandmother.
Yeah.
Despite their family connection and high-visibility careers, Rogan and Way have never crossed paths. However, as Smith pointed out, the podcast would be an excellent opportunity for a seemingly long overdue family reunion.
Yeah, we don't know each other.
That's not, you got to have him on. He's fascinating. He's good.
Yeah,
He'd
it'd
be
be
a good,
cool.
great guest.
Yeah.
That, and plus, like, you're related. Huh?
Number 43, Sierra and Derek Jeter. This is another surprising connection that was uncovered on Finding Your Roots. During her appearance on the show, the Goody singer was told that MLB legend Derek Jeter is her distant cousin. Sierra almost couldn't believe the revelation, though she seemed pleasantly surprised by it.
You are kidding me.
Ladies and gentlemen, she is looking at former New York Yankees Derek Jeter.
That's crazy.
She would go on to share the moment on Instagram, sharing her glee with the world. The Grammy winner later met up with the captain, and he joked about being eligible for an invite to family dinners now that they knew they were related.
There's like New York Times.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I gotta shout out my family, whatever, Yankees or whatever,
Number 42, Ludacris and Richard Pryor.
Why not take both?
What a wild idea!
Both of these stars hail from Illinois, but no one could have guessed that they'd be related. The rapper and the Emmy-winning actor and comedian are cousins. In a conversation with journalist A.J. Jacobs, who went on to host the Global Family Reunion in 2015, Ludacris revealed that he's a, quote, big fan of the Silver Streak star. Unfortunately, he never got the opportunity to meet his remarkable cousin. According to Luda's IMDb page, he is Pryor's second cousin once removed, which makes him actress Rain Pryor's third cousin. What a talented family.
When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. Hell yeah. Hey, DJ, bring that back.
Number 41, Conan O'Brien and Dennis Leary. The famed television host and the Rescue Me co-creator are third cousins. During an appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Leary joked that he and O'Brien looked like, quote, two Irish ants.
We look like sisters. That's what we look like. Two old sisters.
Two old sisters.
He recalled that his uncle Patric was the one who revealed his connection to Conan after watching an episode of Late Night with Conan O'Brien. The host was interviewing the actor, and Uncle Patrick realized that they were related. Both stars confirmed their family tie, and the Amazing Spider-Man actor even noted that they share certain features.
Both of us, we're all legs, right? I have no torso. My waist starts right below my nipples, right? So these pants, this is a fake waist here. This is the real waist. So, and look at my hair and look at Conan's hair. And look at our skin. It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Wow, you're related.
It's the same family.
Number 40, Sabrina Carpenter and Nancy Cartwright. These two names are not ones you'd expect to pop up together. One is a Grammy-winning songstress, and the other is the unforgettable voice of Bart Simpson. They're both iconic in their own fields. That's why fans were surprised to learn that Sabrina is Nancy's niece.
Yes, a very niche, fun fact.
That is
It's pretty wild, isn't it? Yeah,
And
runs in the family, I guess.
The espresso hitmaker's father, David Carpenter, is Cartwright's stepbrother. Both women are very close and never fail to gush over each other in interviews. During a conversation with Roman Kemp on Capitol Breakfast, Sabrina said that Nancy being her aunt is the, quote, coolest thing in the world to her. Nancy, for her part, raved on Good Morning America that her niece is well on her way to a legacy of her own. These two are adorable.
She knew at age 6 years old that she wanted to work for Disney. That was her dream at age 6. She just has created her own path, and I wouldn't be surprised someday she's an EGOT.
Number 39, Bill Hader and Carol Burnett. These two comedy legends are also distant cousins. Burnett discovered the family tie on Finding Your Roots and contacted Hader to share the news.
It's insane. Yeah, she emailed me and said, we're related. What? And I was like, what? And I turned to my daughters, I'm like, we're related to Miss Hannigan!
Funnily enough, Bill once confessed to having a crush on the Annie star. He even appeared on the Carol Burnett Show 50th Anniversary Special and Carol Burnett 90 Years of Laughter and Love. Needless to say, he was ecstatic to learn of their connection, and so was the rest of his family. Carol also shared on Jimmy Kimmel Live that she was delighted about the revelation.
Do you think there is something in your DNA that, like, I mean, there's some connection that makes you guys both like two of the greatest sketch comedy performers of all time?
I have no idea, but I'm very thrilled that we are related.
Number 38, Francis Ford Coppola and Nicolas Cage. The National Treasure star is the nephew of the Godfather director. Cage's father, August Coppola, is Francis Ford Coppola's older brother. He changed his name from Nicholas Kim Coppola to Nicolas Cage early in his career to avoid the prejudice that came with being a Nepo baby.
I was doing a little movie called Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and I was still Nicholas Coppola, and people would not stop saying things like, I love the smell of Nicholas in the morning because of Apocalypse Now, and Robert Duvall saying, I love the smell of napalm in the morning, and it made it hard to work, and I decided, I don't need this.
However, he got his break in acting starring in his uncle's films, such as Rumblefish, The Cotton Club, and Peggy Sue Got Married. He even tried to convince Coppola to cast him in The Godfather Part 3. While that didn't happen, Cage went on to become a megastar in his own right, even winning an Oscar for Leaving Las Vegas.
How do you feel?
The cling clang king of the rim ram room.
Number 37, Dionne Warwick and Whitney Houston. They are two of the greatest singers of all time, and they're cousins. The legendary Whitney Houston's mother, Grammy-winning artist Cissy Houston, was Dionne Warwick's maternal aunt. Clearly, unmatched musical talent runs in the family.
You can always count on me for sure.
Warwick, who also has multiple Grammys to her name, once shared in an interview that Whitney was, quote, the little girl she never had. She also recalled to People magazine that, quote, watching Whitney was like seeing Cissy grow up again. Noting that the I Will Always Love You singer had her mother's voice and dedication, Dionne gushed that her cousin was a role model for little girls everywhere.
She was 6 years old. Like
6 years old?
When I first heard her sing, yeah.
And when you heard her, you knew?
Oh, of course. I mean, well, let me put it this way. I come from a singing family. Everybody in my family sings. So it wasn't too much of an effort to figure out that the apple didn't fall that far from the tree.
Number 36, Matthew Perry and Keith Morrison.
I'm telling you, this is just like my parents' divorce, which is when I started smoking in the first place.
Weren't you 9?
Yeah?
The Friends superstar's mother, journalist Suzanne Marie Morrison, and his father, actor and singer John Bennett Perry, separated when he was very young. Suzanne married Dateline NBC correspondent Keith Morrison in 1981, and he became Matthew's stepfather. Morrison was very close to Perry and watched him grow up.
I have to say, from the very beginning, it was clear he was unlike any other kid I knew. He had a spark that you couldn't quite contain.
In an interview with People magazine, he called his stepson, quote, intense, talented, focused, quote, remarkable, and, quote, very bright. Suzanne and Keith welcomed 4 children together: Caitlin, Emily, Will, and Madeline. And the Emmy-nominated actor had a loving relationship with his half-siblings. He even wrote in his memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, that Keith was the one who held their family together. Number 35, Meryl Streep and Eva Longoria. They're often grouped when discussing the most beloved actresses in Hollywood. However, that's not the only thing connecting them. Thanks to Dr. Henry Louis Gates Jr.'s show Faces of America, Meryl Streep and Eva Longoria found out that they're cousins. Later, when they were at the same event and Eva was fretting over whether she should go up to the Oscar-winning actress, Meryl surprised her by reaching out first.
I'm not going to go up to Meryl Streep and say we're cousins.
It's not going to make any sense.
It's not going to make any sense. Like, I don't know, she saw that part of the show.
Yeah.
And as I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it, I hear, cousin! Cousin! And
That's how cool.
Yes.
That's how cool Meryl Streep is.
When the younger star quipped that Meryl got the talent in the family, the Sophie's Choice actress effused that Eva got the beauty. In 2024, the two lovely ladies shared the screen in Only Murders in the Building.
Zach, I adored you in Baskets.
Why, thank you very. Ow, 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 ow. Sorry, I have a hole inside of me.
Nobody's complimented me yet, so.
Number 34, Brad Pitt and Barack Obama. The Fight Club star and the former U.S. president have many similarities. They are both incredibly talented, influential, and charming. As it turns out, they're family too.
Look, we've all got different experiences and things aren't always fair, and let's be honest about that. But I will come to you believing that I can understand where you're coming from and what your life's like, and I expect you to be able to understand me.
Brad Pitt and Barack Obama are said to be ninth cousins. According to The Guardian, they share an ancestor named Edwin Hickman, who took his last breath in 1769 in Virginia. He apparently had two sons, James and Edwin Jr. Obama is reportedly from James's side of the family, and Pitt is from Edwin Jr.'s side. The Oscar-winning actor has long been a vocal supporter of the politician, so it is interesting to know that they're related, albeit distantly.
It's a big day for us, and I think it's a big example to the world, and I'm thrilled.
Number 33, Tom Hanks and Fred Rogers. The celebrated actor's work in the film A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood earned him an Oscar nod. In it, Tom Hanks does a fantastic job portraying Fred Rogers.
Did you see what special thing I brought in to show you? It's called a picture board, because behind each one of these little doors is a picture of people.
From his gentle cadence to his kind eyes, Hanks evoked Mr. Rogers with perfection. The fact that he's related to the beloved children's show host might have helped him there. Hanks and Rogers are sixth cousins, according to Ancestry. When the Forrest Gump star found out about this, his missus, Rita Wilson, initially thought it was a prank. However, Tom embraced the magical full circle moment.
It all
keep this?
It all just comes together.
This is crazy.
Number 32, Ashley Tisdale and Austin Butler. The queen who dominated our youth with works like High School Musical and The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and our internet boyfriend are distant cousins. Ashley found out on the Ancestry series Two Lies and a Leaf that they are 10th cousins once removed.
Oh my God! No wonder we have such a connection! We've always said we were brother and sister. That is insane! I literally am gonna cry.
The pair, who are famously besties, starred in Aliens in the Attic and Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure together. In it, Butler played Sharpay's love interest Peyton Leverett. We'd love to see them share the screen again.
It kind of made sense, you know. We've been close for a long time, and I love her a lot, so yeah.
Number 31, Michael Douglas and Scarlett Johansson. This one is yet another Finding Your Roots discovery. The Wall Street actor was over the moon when he found out Scarlett Johansson is his, quote, DNA cousin.
Michael and Scarlett share identical stretches of DNA on 4 different chromosomes, all of which appear on Scarlett's maternal lines, which stretch back to Jewish communities in Eastern Europe.
The two were co-stars in Avengers Endgame, where he played Hank Pym and she was Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. Upon learning of their connection, Douglas could barely hide his excitement, calling the revelation, quote, amazing and, quote, so cool. The Academy Award winner even remarked that he was looking forward to bumping into the Lost in Translation star now that he knows their family.
Well, I look forward to seeing Scarlett next time.
Number 30, Rob Schneider and Elle King. From 1988 to 1990, Rob Schneider was married to model London King. While the marriage didn't last very long, it was long enough for the two to have a child.
The one and only, my daughter, Elle King.
Born Tanner L. Schneider, the child grew up to be a singer, who you'll know better under the stage name Elle King. King took her mom's maiden name in order to make it in the industry on her own merits, and boy has she ever. A top 10 hit single and 4 Grammy nominations are nothing to scoff at. If you're looking for more connection between the two, check out King's acting debut as the Girl Scout in her dad's 1999 movie, Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo.
Hi, would you like to buy some Girls of America cookies?
Don't hit me with that. Could you come back later?
Number 29, George Clooney and Miguel Ferrer. Some of you might be aware that George Clooney's aunt was famous American singer Rosemary Clooney. What you might not remember is who she was married to. Rosemary tied the knot not once, but twice with Puerto Rican movie star Jose Ferrer.
Then come the kisses and
Mr. and Mrs. is a dream.
During their first marriage, they had 5 kids, one of whom was Miguel Ferrer.
What are your prime directives?
Serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law.
Yes, that Miguel Ferrer, the one who got his break as Bob Morton in 1987's RoboCop and played NCIS Assistant Director Owen Granger on NCIS Los Angeles from 2012 until his passing in 2017.
I'm gonna take an on-fat latte with an extra shot.
George Clooney and Miguel Ferrer, first cousins. Number 28, Christopher Lloyd and Sam Lloyd. While the name Sam Lloyd may not ring any bells, the name Ted Buckland will bring smiles of recognition to Scrubs fans everywhere.
Bought some relaxation tapes. They're working.
A patient's blaming me for losing his sense of smell.
Oh God, you cut off someone's nose? Where is it? Do you have it on you? You're disgusting.
Lloyd played the awkwardly endearing lawyer on the hit sitcom over a course of 95 episodes. And speaking of awkwardly endearing, let's talk about his uncle, maybe the most famous Lloyd of the 1970s and 80s.
So, Jim, you coming along? Well, a little confused about something. Am I coming or going?
Before his nephew could legally consume alcohol, Christopher Lloyd had already won 2 Emmys for his role as Jim Ignatowski on Taxi. He then went on to cement his place in movie history as Dr. Emmett Doc Brown in the Back to the Future series.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Number 27, Janet Leigh and Jamie Lee Curtis. While her last name Curtis gives away her paternal relationship to actor Tony Curtis, there are those who might not be aware that Jamie Lee Curtis also has her mother's name in there as well, or at least a version of it.
It's more on, she doesn't like the way I dress and stuff, you know. No, sometimes mom stuff, you know.
You see, the Lee in her name is actually just an alternative spelling of her mother's maiden name, none other than actress Janet Leigh.
Dirty night.
You have a vacancy.
That's right, the psycho Scream Queen birthed the Halloween Scream Queen. This mother and daughter even paired up to do some screaming in a couple of films, including Halloween H2O, 20 years later.
If I could be maternal for a moment, I don't like to see you like this.
Number 26, Richard Patrick and Robert Patrick. How many people can say they're related to the T-1000? Well, we know at least one person, and that would be Richard Patrick. A former touring guitarist with 9 Inch Nails and frontman of the band Filter actually grew up with actor Robert Patrick, the iconic antagonist of Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Call to John now.
It's pretty cool the two of them both ventured into the arts, albeit in different scenes. In one instance, their aptitudes would actually overlap when they came together to help compose the score for the 2017 film Last Rampage. Number 25, Rip Torn and Sissy Spacek. Fans may know Rip Torn best as Artie on The Larry Sanders Show, or maybe Coach Patches O'Houlihan in Dodgeball, A True Underdog Story.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. What?
To Sissy Spacek, however, he was best known as a cousin. Torn's mother was the older sister of Spacek's father, which makes him and the Oscar-winning actress first cousins.
Well, I was born a coal miner's daughter.
While Spacek is still acting, Torn sadly passed away in 2019 at the age of 88 due to complications from Alzheimer's disease. It was actually Torn who helped Spacek get into Lee Strasberg's Actors Studio, as well as the Lee Strasberg Institute further down the line. Number 24, Yara Shahidi and Nas. Actress Yara Shahidi was a child actor, but it was in her teen years that she saw her popularity grow with her role as the eldest daughter Zoe Johnson in Blackish and its spin-off series Grownish.
Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm not in this class because I love drones. Although, they are pretty cool. It's like we gave a bunch of cameras to birds.
While her TV family made her famous, Shahidi also has some pretty famous actual members of her extended family.
Nas, why did you do it? You know you got the mad fat fluid when you rhyme. It's halftime.
Most notably, Nasir bin Oludara Jones, who the world knows as Nas. The rapper and Shahidi are cousins, and it would appear that they're pretty close, as she was the flower girl at Nas's wedding.
Nasir is half man, half amazing. I love you, cuzzo.
Number 23, Vera Farmiga and Thaisa Farmiga. It would appear that screaming runs in the Farmiga family, at least when it comes to sisters Vera and Thaisa.
I was a typical older sister.
You bossed me around. I gotta say.
Although born 21 years apart, Vera and the younger Thaisa both found their way to acting. Both sisters found success in different genres, and Vera was even nominated for a Best Supporting Actress Oscar for her performance in Up in the Air.
What is that? Carbon fiber?
Graphite.
Oh, God, I love the weight.
However, it's their work in horror that they are probably both best known for, with each sister earning Scream Queen credentials. Vera is a mainstay of the Conjuring film universe, while Thaisa made her horror bones in 4 seasons of American Horror Story. Number 22, Gabrielle Union and Saweetie. Could you imagine if MC Hammer was your uncle and Gabrielle Union was your cousin? No, we couldn't either. But you know who doesn't have to imagine it? Saweetie.
I love when she compares this industry I'm currently in to when she broke in.
Born Diamante Kiava Valentine Harper, Saweetie has made some major waves in the music industry in the 2020s, 3 decades after her uncle told us we couldn't touch this. As for her connection to Union, Saweetie's father and the actress are first cousins. Saweetie's grandmother and Union's aunt is also the person Union based her character Eva on from the 2003 rom-com Deliver Us from Eva.
And then we went back to my place and had a nice, respectable evening. And then we burned a hole in the floor!
Number 21, Jason Patric and Jackie Gleason. Jason Patric grew up in an acting household.
It's too late. My blood is in your veins. So is mine!
His father was actor and playwright Jason Miller, and his mother was actress Linda Miller. For our purposes here, what's even more interesting to note is Linda Miller's maiden name, Gleason. It's a name that has a special place in television history as her father was the one and only Jackie Gleason, best known as the creator and star of The Honeymooners.
Who's Sweetum?
You're Sweetum.
You're nuts.
Let's do the family tree math here. If Jackie Gleason was Linda Miller's father, then that of course makes him Jason Patric's grandfather. Number 20, Marissa Tomei and Julianne Moore. Tomei and Moore both attended Boston University, both starred in the film Crazy Stupid Love, and have both won acting Oscars.
Convenient.
But they also share something even more unique. On a 2019 episode of the PBS show Finding Your Roots, Tomei learned that she shares a, quote, identical stretch of DNA along their X chromosome with Moore.
Julianne? Julie? You know we went to school together.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes, Jules. Oh, I can't wait to tell her.
For all the non-genealogists in the audience, that means Marissa and Julianne are genetic cousins. Insert your own My Cousin Vinny joke here. The news made Tomei very happy, and Moore later expressed her excitement on Instagram, saying, quote, I knew we were alike. Marissa Tomei is my cousin. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Number 19, Stanley Tucci and Emily Blunt. Hollywood history is filled with stories of couples meeting on the set of a film and falling in love. But there are far fewer stories that involve actors meeting on set, one of those actors introducing the other to her sister, and then those two fall in love. However, that is how Tucci and Blunt became in-laws. Stanley worked with Emily on the film The Devil Wears Prada, and they became friends.
That I can't even talk about.
All right, everyone, gird your loins.
Then, at Emily's 2010 wedding to John Krasinski, she introduced Tucci to her sister Felicity. 2 years later, Stanley and Felicity were married. Number 18, Kyra Sedgwick and Edie Sedgwick. It is well known that actress Kyra Sedgwick is connected to Kevin Bacon matrimonially, as the two have been married since 1988.
You're having cookies and cream too?
Yeah. Why? Is that a problem?
Well, you know how much I love cookies and cream.
But what about her connection to one of the most iconic artists of the 20th century, Andy Warhol? Well, she was never married to the Campbell soup-loving pop artist, but her first cousin once removed was none other than actress Edie Sedgwick. And Edie Sedgwick, as you may or may not know, was an it girl who appeared in a number of Warhol's short films back in the 1960s.
What is art, anyway?
I don't know.
Number 17, Jonah Hill and Beanie Feldstein. Jonah and Beanie are actually brother and sister. No, they're not step-siblings. They have the same mother and father.
Yes.
This would probably make more sense if you knew that Jonah Hill's real name is Jonah Hill Feldstein. While Hill has become a pretty big deal in Hollywood over the last decade, his younger sister Beanie, whose real name is Elizabeth, has recently been gaining some recognition as well. She was part of the Screen Actors Guild nominated cast of Lady Bird, and in 2019, she starred in Booksmart, earning a Golden Globe nomination for her performance. Number 16, Vic Morrow and Jennifer Jason Leigh. Morrow was an actor for over 2 decades in Hollywood from the 1950s through the 1970s. He appeared on TV in the show Combat in the 60s and in a number of films, including The Bad News Bears in 1976.
Gotta just bitch blowing outside.
Sadly, he was one of 3 people killed when a stunt helicopter crashed on the set of Twilight Zone the movie back in 1982. In case you hadn't guessed, Jennifer Jason Leigh is his daughter. She was born Jennifer Lee Morrow, but early on in her career changed her name and added the Jason as a tribute to family friend, actor Jason Robards. Number 15, Liev Schreiber and Pablo Schreiber. The story of how Liev and Pablo Schreiber became half-brothers sounds like a movie. Ray Donovan's star Liev was born in San Francisco, and the family moved to British Columbia when he was just a year old. Liev's mother was hospitalized multiple times as the result of a bad LSD trip from years prior. Liev's father threatened to put her in a mental institution, so she took Liev and ran away. His father was finally able to track them down when Liev was 3 years old. His parents divorced a few years later, and his mother got custody.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I know.
His dad went back to BC, remarried, and had another son, Pablo, who recently appeared in Apple TV's Defending Jacob. Number 14, Malcolm McDowell and Alexander Siddig. This familial relationship takes us all the way from Korova Milk Bar to outer space. Malcolm McDowell has had a great acting career dating back over 50 years, but is still maybe best known for playing Alex in A Clockwork Orange.
Just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again.
What most people don't know is that his older sister, Gloria, who passed away in 2001, was the mother of Star Trek Deep Space Nine actor Alexander Siddig. You might also know him as Doran Martell on Game of Thrones. In case you're still trying to figure out the exact relationship here, Malcolm is Alexander's uncle. Like Ned Stark and Jon Snow, just much less confusing. Number 13, Leah Thompson and Zoe Deutch. Ed Sheeran isn't the only one who thinks that Zoe is perfect. We're going to assume that her mother, Leah Thompson, feels the same way. Leah and her husband, director Howard Deutch, welcomed daughter Zoe into the world on November 10, 1994. This was 4 years after the release of the third Back to the Future movie.
Well, you're my... Who are you?
The name's McFly. Maggie McFly.
McFly. Maggie.
And that's Mrs. McFly, and don't you be forgetting the missus.
The film series was Thompson's big break, and she rolled that fame into a starring role on Caroline in the City, which was must-see TV from 1995 to 1999. Her daughter Zoe is perhaps best known for her roles in Everybody Wants Some, Set It Up, and The Politician. And it looks like she's on the road to superstardom. Where she's going, they still need roads.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Number 12, RuPaul and Cory Booker.
And my cousin, Cory Booker. No, really, we are related.
Thank you, Cousin RuPaul.
Once again, we have the PBS show Finding Your Roots to thank for this familial discovery. RuPaul appeared on an episode of the series, and it was during that recording that he was told that he and Senator Cory Booker are cousins. Once you know this, it's hard to look at them and not see the resemblance.
He looks like my Ken.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
RuPaul claimed to have seen it even before getting the DNA results, saying, quote, "Every time I've ever seen him, he reminds me of my cousin Eula." Both the Drag Race host and the senator from New Jersey had only good things to say about each other.
I was very happy about that news, and I hope that he and I can have a family reunion sometime.
I think so. That would be great.
Number 11, Larry David and Bernie Sanders. It isn't a requirement on SNL to be related to a person you do an impersonation of. In fact, that's pretty much never the case. As far as we know, Dana Carvey isn't related to George Bush, Tina Fey isn't related to Sarah Palin, and Alec Baldwin has no familial connection to Donald Trump. And in fact, when Larry David was doing his Bernie Sanders impression on the show back in 2016, he didn't know that they were related.
I'm gonna go get some coffee.
You can't go out there.
What? I'm a person like everybody else. I'm a normal human being.
You're not normal.
You're
not normal.
But in 2017, thanks yet again to the show Finding Your Roots, both men learned that they were cousins.
I hope it's a good athlete.
What the hell?
You're kidding. Oh my God. That is unbelievable.
We can definitely see it. Number 10, Melissa and Jenny McCarthy.
This is very exciting.
These women are actresses, comedians, and cousins. These two gals hail from opposite ends of the spectrum. Melissa's best known for her funny characters, and Jenny made a name for herself as a Playboy model and TV host. Today, the cousins both maintain steady careers in Hollywood, though their circles rarely overlap. Jenny has co-hosted Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve and appeared on Wahlburgers and Donnie Loves Jenny with husband Donnie Wahlberg. Melissa, meanwhile, won an Emmy for her role on Mike and Molly and earned Oscar nominations for Bridesmaids and Can You Ever Forgive Me?
I had a book on the New York Times bestseller list. That has to count for something.
The cousins' career paths may have diverged over the years, but they're cut from the same cloth.
The only thing that's different is my driver's license.
What?
That's it.
Number 9, Dennis Lawson and Ewan McGregor.
We made a film, Perfect Sense, with Dennis Lawson, who I believe is out here somewhere. There he is!
Middle too.
Uncle Dennis.
Not only did both of these esteemed Scottish actors appear in Star Wars films, they're also uncle and nephew.
Look at the size of that thing.
To give you a refresher on that galaxy far, far away, Lawson starred as Wedge Antilles in the original trilogy, while McGregor played Obi-Wan Kenobi in the prequels.
Why do I sense we've picked up another pathetic life form?
Lawson actually inspired his nephew to get into acting, and both their careers have spanned the big and small screens, as well as the stage. In fact, Lawson once directed a play starring McGregor.
Ewan was at school still, and I'd come back with the hair and the pink jeans and the waistcoats. I had a rabbit skin waistcoat or something, and the medallions, all that stuff, that hippie gear. And he just went, "Oh, I want to be like this."
Neither's a stranger to accolades either, as Lawson won the 1983 Olivier Award for his role in the stage musical Mr. Cinders. And McGregor has received Golden Globe nominations and is an officer of the Order of the British Empire. These charming gentlemen are always fun to watch.
Now you're in the world.
Number 8, Lenny Kravitz and Al Roker.
I want to get away. I want to fly away.
What could a Grammy-winning rocker and a famous weather forecaster have in common? They happen to be cousins.
You are Lenny Kravitz's cousin?
Yeah.
Well,
For
I
real?
am, but I wasn't supposed to say it. Now I give up a monthly stipend.
Kravitz's late mother, Roxy Roker, famous for her role on The Jeffersons, was Roker's first cousin, which makes the men first cousins once removed.
Damn good.
Roker's weathercasting career began in 1974, and he's since become a household name through The Today Show. He didn't stop there, though, and he's made TV and movie cameos, co-wrote a series of murder mystery novels, and holds the Guinness World Record for the longest uninterrupted live weather report.
So it gives me great pleasure to give you the Guinness World Records title for the longest TV weather forecast. Al, you are officially amazing.
On the other side of things, Kravitz is not only a successful musician, but also a seasoned actor, appearing in critical and commercial successes like Precious and The Hunger Games. talent really does run in the family.
Just want a good show, it's fine.
Number 7, Nicolas Cage and Jason Schwartzman.
I want you to take this face and burn it.
Along with their director cousin Sophia, these cousins are part of the famous Coppola family. Cage is a critically acclaimed actor whose performance in Leaving Las Vegas earned him an Oscar, a Golden Globe, and a Screen Actors Guild Award. He's also ventured into producing and comic book collecting. Schwartzman is best known for his work with Wes Anderson, and has additionally had notable roles in Marie Antoinette, Saving Mr. Banks, and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
You made me swallow my gum. It's gonna be in my digestive tract for 7 years!
Like his younger brother Robert, who you might know from The Princess Diaries, Schwartzman is also a musician.
California!
He was the drummer for Phantom Planet, and is behind the indie pop project Coconut Records. It's pretty obvious that Cage and Schwartzman aren't just Hollywood royalty, but also gifted performers in their own right.
He often comes and stays a week or more. 3 times a year at least, but never in the season.
Number 6, Warren Beatty and Shirley MacLaine.
I've known the longest, the person I've loved the longest on this planet, and always will, my brother Warren.
These two are a couple of Hollywood's most acclaimed actors, and are actually brother and sister.
I'm Clyde Barron. Clyde. We robbed banks.
Over 6 decades, Beatty and MacLaine have appeared in such iconic films as Bonnie and Clyde, Terms of Endearment, and Bugsy.
Everybody needs a fresh start once in a while.
With 20 Academy Award nominations between them, and almost as many Golden Globe nods, both siblings received Kennedy Center honors, the Cecil B. DeMille Award, and the AFI Life Achievement Award for their outstanding careers. But perhaps most admirable is the pair's lasting friendship. Only 3 years apart in age, they've always inspired and encouraged each other. And this close bond helped them achieve success.
This is it. I have found it. I am in hell.
Far from a sibling rivalry, MacLaine and Beatty are a testament to the power of supportive family.
I love you, Shirley. Thank you.
Number 5, Tom Cruise and William Mapother.
I feel the need for speed.
This action star and prominent Scientologist may be one of Hollywood's biggest names, but there's another actor in the family.
People say if you don't love America, then get the hell out. Well, I love America.
Cruise's first cousin, William Mapother, often starred in thrillers and horror movies, including In the Bedroom and The Grudge.
This will get easier soon. I promise.
On the small screen, he's best known for playing evil Dr. Ethan Raume on Lost.
Charlie, I want her back.
Mapother and Cruise have also appeared in 5 movies together, with Mapother's roles ranging from cameos like in Minority Report to small roles in Mission Impossible 2 and Magnolia.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm quietly judging you.
Whether they're kicking butt or scaring us silly, these cousins sure know how to keep us entertained.
Relax, Luther. It's much worse than you think.
Number 4, Lily and Alfie Allen.
It's hard out here for a bitch.
This outspoken English singer and actor are brother and sister. Who'd have thunk it? Lily shot to fame in 2006 with the release of her debut album, All Right Still, while Alfie is best known for playing Theon Greyjoy on Game of Thrones.
Could never hold it for more than a few days. As soon as Winterfell got word that we'd taken Torrens Square, the Starks would send their men to take it back.
The siblings are so close, Lily even wrote a song about Alfie, delivering lines only a sister could. Lily has been known for her controversial remarks and feuds, but she's now much more focused on her family and charity work.
So you've been trying to jump on lorries to get over into UK. That must be terrifying. Is that scary?
Besides Game of Thrones, Alfie has starred in films like John Wick and Pandemic. Lily and Alfie have both received recognition for their work, including Grammy and Screen Actors Guild nominations, respectively. Now that's something to smile about. Emily also has a famous cousin, Stay With Me singer Sam Smith. Number 3, Taran Killam and Robert Stack.
We'll be great together. Watch out for this cable.
At first glance, the sketch comedy star and the host of Unsolved Mysteries might seem like completely different people. And yet, Taran Killam's great uncle was, in fact, the one and only Robert Stack.
No one knows how these enigmatic circles got there. Molded gently from unbroken stalks of wheat and corn, they may just represent one of the most intriguing unsolved mysteries of the century.
Stack's acting career lasted over 60 years, and he won an Emmy for his role as Agent Elliot Ness on the TV series The Untouchables.
That hood had a gun, you knew that, didn't you?
Killam shot to fame as the youngest ever cast member on Mad TV, and is well known for his countless SNL impressions.
I'll see you at the polls, and live from New York, it's Saturday night!
Like his great uncle, Killam has also taken to films, landing roles in Big Fat Liar, The Heat, and 12 Years a Slave.
A good night's rest. And tomorrow you will feel as well and refreshed as if the earth were new again.
Stack passed away in 2003, but his talent lives on through his great nephew.
I think he might have lost his mind.
Number 2, Jason Sudeikis and George Wendt.
My uncle, who's George Wendt from Cheers.
From Cheers, yeah.
Norm from Cheers, yeah,
right.
absolutely. When I told him, because I would send him the newsletter, because he was always interested in what I was up to with that stuff. He was like, well, Jace, I don't know if she would feel the same way.
For these funny men, comedy is hereditary. Wendt is Sudeikis' maternal uncle, and you may know him for playing Norm Peterson on Cheers.
Well, bars can be very sad places. Some people spend their whole lives in a bar. Just yesterday, some guy sat right here next to me for 11 hours.
The two are tight-knit, and Wendt inspired his nephew to pursue an acting career. Wendt received 6 Emmy nominations for his iconic role, and even played Norm outside of Cheers.
Woody, give me a beer.
I think you've had enough, Mr. Peterson. My chiropractor says I can't carry you home anymore.
Just give me another beer, you brain-dead hick!
He also played Chicago's superfan Bob Swirsky on SNL. Sudeikis was a longtime SNL star as well, and has since starred in dozens of shows and movies, including 30 Rock, Son of Zorn, Horrible Bosses, and of course, as the titular coach with a heart of gold, Ted Lasso.
Oh, do you believe in ghosts, Ted?
I do, but more importantly, I think they need to believe in themselves.
So it's safe to say that with these two, there's never a dull moment.
How's the search for work going now?
I got good news, everybody. I'm no longer looking for a job. Hey! I'm now begging for one.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Snoop Dogg and Brandy. We all know how much Snoop Dogg loves gin and juice.
You gotta get yours, but fool, I gotta get mine.
But he is also quite fond of Brandy. Brandy Norwood, that is. Although they did collab on Snoop's 2009 song Special, the affection he has for her isn't strictly artist appreciation. Despite Norwood's dubiousness, Snoop himself, as well as many outlets, have reported that the two are cousins. Snoop has made the same connection to Ray J, who is Brandy's brother. And speaking of Snoop's cousins, another famous dog cousin is AEW wrestler Mercedes Moné, formerly Sasha Banks of the WWE.
So I can roll up a big one, smoke one, roll one again, and go to Long Beach, baby, where you can go to my cousin's house, Snoop Dogg!
Have you ever found out you were related to a celebrity? Share your stories in the comments.